Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is about Halloween and book recommendations for kids. I have some for younger kids, maybe preschool age, and some for elementary age. As a family, we like to read some of the same books each year, so it becomes a tradition. So even though I very heavily use our library, I like to have a collection of books that we can pull from and just have the same ones to make it more like a routine or tradition. So for some of the younger kid books, one of the ones that my kids like, even though they've gotten older, these are really good for preschoolers, but older kids like to have that memory of reading these funny books. This one is called Creepy Monsters, Sleepy Monsters, a Lullaby by Jane Yolen, illustrated by Kelly Murphy. It has super cute illustrations, not very many words. The words are printed very large on the page. This picture is so cute. My girls are a little bit older now, 9 and 11, and they just love the cuteness of these little creatures. That's a very good one. And I'll put all of these recommendations down in the list in the description below. Another one is 10 Timid Ghosts. And this is one of those more repeating, kind of plays off of each line books. This is by Jennifer O'Connell. So it kind of starts with 10, 9, and goes down all the way to 1. So it's got the counting skills in it and the repeating that is really helpful for really young kids. Another great one for really young kids is this one called Shivery Shades of Halloween, a spooky book of colors. And this one is by McKenna Siddals and illustrated by Jimmy Pickering. This has very simple, colorful, not simple, but colorful pages with great illustrations that focus on a different color for each page and relating it to Halloween. So it's a very fun way for kids to practice their colors. Another one for this age group is It's Raining Bats and Frogs. And this is by Rebecca Colby, illustrated by Stephen Henry. So again, these books have great illustrations and funny text, witches, shoes, all kinds of fun stuff in this book. And then another one for this age group is called Creepy Carrots. This is by Reynolds with the pictures by Peter Brown, and it's a Caldecott honor book. So this one we got for our daughter when she was in preschool, but elementary aged kids would like this story as well, I'm sure. And it has really neat illustrations, kind of films like a suspenseful, or looks like a film with a suspenseful movie and really cool pictures and not sure what to expect. So it's got a surprising little story. All right, and for books that have a little bit more text to them, I mean, these would work for really little preschoolers up to elementary age kids as well. And like I said, even my middle schooler still likes to read these because it's become a tradition. This is a funny one we just read last night, Halloween Hustle by Charlotte Gunnufson, illustrated by Kevan J. Atteberry. Great illustrations, funny rhymes. My girls were trying to guess what the rhyming word would be, so really good to read for all ages to practice, new vocabulary and rhyming. The Haunted Ghoul Boss is another one we read last night, actually, and this is written by Lisa Trumbauer, illustrated by Jannie Ho, and of course, great illustrations, funny characters. A kid gets on the ghoul bus instead of the school bus one day and takes them on a little adventure, scared at first, and then kind of gets to know the people. So it's got a good storyline to it as well. Another cute one here is Where's My Mummy? This is by Carolyn Crimi, illustrated by John Manders. This is a nice story of a mom and her little mummy, and the mummy kind of goes off on his own and has some different adventures, but the illustrations are great, and it's a cute story as well. All right, and then there was an old mummy who swallowed a spider. by Jennifer Ward, illustrated by Steve Gray. And this one has lots of pictures again, and it's good for vocabulary. It emphasizes some words. It's very good for kids to hear, and even younger kids to practice reading, because there's some repetition again of repeating some of the same words, so it helps kids to learn that vocabulary. Now, just to end, I have our favorite two books for our family, and they might be a little bit, I don't know if they're hard to find. I think I had to buy this one used. It's called A Woggle of Witches by Adrienne Adams. I happened to find this by chance at a library several years ago, and we loved it so much that I had to buy it. And like I said, I had to find a used copy from a thrift bookseller, so I don't know how easy it is to get a hold of this one, but the story is just really great, and my kids love it. A Woggle of Witches by Adrienne Adams, and it has really cool illustrations, really cool words. It's just a really fun tradition that we have to read every year. And then another great story that I had never heard before as a child myself, but found in this collection of stories from around the world, an Usborne book, retold by Heather Amery, illustrated by Linda Edwards. One of the stories in here is called Baba Yaga the Witch, a story from Russia. And it tells about Baba Yaga and how she has a young girl comes to her and is kind of stuck there, and how she escapes. And it's a traditional story, I guess, but like I said, I had never heard it, and maybe be getting a little bit more popular here, because I think there is now a Baba Yaga character in Fortnite. But hopefully these are some good recommendations that you'd like to read with your family. And if you have any comments or books you'd like to share, add that to the comments below, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great Halloween.